Richard Kumadoe. He's a security analyst on this particular matter. Sir, you're welcome to Eyewitness News. Hello, sir.
I hear you. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Now, it is good to give travel advisory to our citizens in Burkina Faso, and all the advice about speaking to our embassy before embarking to journeys in these areas. But is the entirety of that region not unsafe already, so that the moment you are going there, you're already walking into the lion's den? Because the case of the tomato sellers, we are told that they were recognized as non-Burkinabes, they were recognized as traders from Ghana, and yet they were still attacked.
Definitely, I agree with you. It's already a treacherous environment. It's already a high-risk environment, and it has been classified so. So for some time now, the travel advice we give as security consultants who deal with travel risks is that once you want to walk into a very high-intensity crime area or area classified to be very rampant with terror attacks, you will need to have your personal security protocols at hand, your safety guidance closer to your chest, and make sure that there's a travel risk assessment. And you have to apply yourself to that, whether you are going for personal business, you are going for holiday, or you are going for tour. To that extent, I agree that government has given this warning, which could have been also be given by our embassy there, just like we know all embassies in the world do to their citizens. This particular trade we are talking about is being done by our mothers and sisters. So we need this conversation passionately without emotions and politics. And I agree with you. Your introduction is what they need to hear.
Okay, so now that we are on that level, we still need to advise people, still need to be careful. Should there be a blanket ban of Ghanaian citizens traveling to these areas? Because again, the ECOWAS protocol on free movement is there. Everybody can move in. You don't really need to ask Ghanaian government officials permission. You don't even need a visa to go to any of those areas. And again, for trade purposes, people will still move. How do we deal with this without hurting our citizens?
Definitely, yes. These are private business people. They are not coming under any umbrella of government agency or department. That is it makes the risk levels very high. If you don't speak to an embassy staff, security officers are not aware of your movement. Government agencies are not aware of your movement. It will be difficult for appropriate responses to get to where you are in times of chaos and in terms of the remedies you would need. And that is even why, even though you have free movement tendencies and you have free visa to move, depending on the zone you are going and depending on the area, you will need to be mindful and watchful because the area is already harsh with issues of terrorism. What we have also discussed at some level is that even if you ask the Burkinabes to provide security, they will design what we call permissible environment. And anything they cannot protect, they will not allow. Anything they cannot control, they will not allow. Ghana government cannot send paratroopers to escort traders into the various areas they went to, particularly when you are traveling about 400 kilometers away from the capital into the zones of the headquarters of the terrorists. It's unfortunate as it is, but our mothers and our sisters into this street have encountered a lot of difficulties already. And I think the lessons learned from this particular attack, it should be something we should carry forward. Even though they wouldn't listen to any official source saying that do not go 200 meters away from the capital or stop at Ouagadougou or be at Boga or Tamale where we can ask the trucks to bring in the goods for you to take. Who bears the cost, who does the arrangement, who does the storage and the movement and all that. These are all discussions they wouldn't be willing to hear. Other than that, there are other platforms and other best practices they can benchmark in line with the kind of business they do.
Should the attack we saw on Saturday be Ghana's reason to deploy boots on the ground in Burkina Faso? Or we should keep our distance?
Now, I didn't hear the question, please.
Should we send soldiers to Burkina Faso based on the attack on
our
citizens?
No, they would not allow you. You will be infringing on their national security.
With their permission that we are coming to support their armed forces. Should we do that and join the conflict, or we should keep our distance?
No, it has to be in line with our foreign policy. We are friends of all and enemies of none. If they ask for our support, in that regard, I believe government will take a decision. In any form, whether equipment or whether technical support or in any other form, government will take a decision.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
You're welcome.
That's Richard Kumadoe. He's security analyst speaking to us. This Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. AGB.